So what if you fall in love with somebody who is poor? Not sounds your Born-1.
I don't cast it or don't baby. I not do you that or do teaching.
Hey there, you know the name, you know the face, is DJ K, and you are welcome to the Get Down podcast. We've been away for a while, but now we are coming today with a bang. I have the full gang in the house. On my right here, I have
I'm watching those two.
and then
Matonto.
because I can say, and then I'm to say the way I grab it. Okay, you know, this is how we do it. Today the conversation is going to be simple, a little biased. We are going to talk more from a guy's, perspective. Is it advisable for a guy who wants to start life? If you want to marry, is it advisable for you to marry a lady who has a child or who has children? So let me start from my right, So let's start from the right. On my right. Regardless, let's start from here. And otherwise, do you think is advisable for a guy who wants to, you want to settle down, for you to marry a lady who has a child? Do you think it's advisable?
Well, I think this topic also have to do with your personal opinion. So
yes, so
everything that I'm saying is
later you get
personal.
to explain yourself.
Sure.
So is it a yes or no? Is it a yes or no? Later you get to explain.
So for me, I wouldn't want to settle with somebody who already has a child. I wouldn't.
Really?
Well, let me just.
You get time to explain yourself. You get time to explain yourself. Hey, I know you are in a hurry. Let us know. So, Matonto, what about you? Do you think it's advisable?
Oh yeah, it is.
It is.
Personally,
you think?
Yeah, it is.
Really? So, are you thinking of settling down with somebody who has a child already? Is it something you've thought about?
I mean, if I should find myself in that situation, I'm
Why
cool.
not?
Yeah.
Love goes where love is.
You bow.
Okay. So now back to you. You wanted to explain. Now you have your chance. So explain. You said no, you wouldn't really want to marry somebody who has a child. So what are your reasons?
You know, the reason why I chose that answer, the reason why I gave that answer, I mean, it's because of some experiences, not personal, but then some experiences that I have chanced upon, and then I mean, some time back I wouldn't probably say no. I'll probably say yes. So
Professor, no one wind there.
No,
Smart answer back, Charlie.
Some time ago, like I said, I wouldn't have probably said no. I would say yes. But based on some one or two things that I've seen there, I think if you would settle for such a relationship, you have to be prepared for it, because there are a lot of issues associated with such kind of relationship.
Issues like
baby daddies issues, the taking care of the wards issues. Are you even ready for that kind of problems? So if you are a gentleman and then maybe you are not ready for that kind of, you are not ready to handle those kind of issues, I think you should back out. You don't have to force it all in the name of love.
Okay.
You understand? So
okay.
There are some people who may be able to contain that kind of issue.
It seems from what you're saying, it looks like if you were in a situation where you could, take care of the child, from what you're saying, it looks as if you still go with a yes.
If that's what
it sounds like more.
Sometimes
yeah. No,
it seems like that's what you want to say.
But you see, the thing is, when we are talking about relationships, it's about love. Yes, and the word love that we always say, love. People says it doesn't have a meaning. Some say it has a definite meaning and all that. But it comes with affection, intimacy, respect, loyalty, and all those. And from your question, and based on the answer that I gave, I would want to say, you see, you don't settle with someone you think is a problem or will be a problem for you. So I said yes. Personally, if I should get someone that I see it's not to be a problem, because you can equally be with someone who is single. Charlie, no, I said life is
about
what are you
from what we are saying. I'm saying that no, because maybe personally I may not be able to handle certain issues.
Like
okay,
like
he is saying yes. So for instance, you are there, you are married to a woman who has a child or has children, and then the baby daddy, starts coming to your house. Are you going to be comfortable with that?
Oh, Charlie.
No, but he comes there with the notion that he's going to see his kids. Are you going to be comfortable with that?
Okay, so I don't know about this country and I don't know much about the laws and all that.
I don't know your country.
Oh no, but you see, baby daddy, same no. Fine, you have a relationship with a child. Then you me fee, you buy what they talk. Say me no. Say me fee there. Only a kind of relationship. And you me fee. Say a kind bet me about fee about the holidays. So what I say, so a kind of man.
If you are talking about,
you know the one make the child come to your there. Chairman,
are you going to deprive the child of his father's way?
I'm not going to.
If the woman wouldn't allow the man to take the children or the child away from the house, that was always a woman. The man to come to your house to see the child. So how is the man going to get bond with the child?
So that one is not my fault. I'll just talk to the lady about it.
Because this is where the complications are going to come in.
Yes. Let me check this in. Okay. I think it would have been easier to settle with somebody who has a child if the kid is probably older. That is for me, because if the child is
like
probably
how old?
If the child is probably beyond, let's say, 15, 16. At that age,
they're a little mature. I mean,
not the maturity, but
themselves.
And then also at that time, everyone say because SHS and SHS or if the child is around that age, you don't have much of a responsibility of taking care of the child.
You are talking 15, 16. Look at your age. So if you are marrying somebody who has a child who was 15, 16, how old do you expect the person to be? No, I know, but we are talking about like a young guys of our age. We are talking about young guys of our age.
So people don't marry their age mate too. So
the grandfather said, maybe 15, somebody, a woman who has 15, like a child who is like 15 years.
Somebody.
Then I mean, probably the lady
17
isn't of childbearing age anymore.
Yeah.
But
no. You don't have to do that assumption. Wait.
You see,
somebody can be, your friend is saying, in their 30s right now. The person gave birth around 18.
Oh yeah.
18, that's what I remember saying.
Child will probably be around 12 years.
Yeah.
Everyone say, so it makes sense. The thing is, my point that I'm trying to make is, I believe, say, if the child is matured enough, it wouldn't be a problem for you, because at that time, and you're feeling daddy responsibilities, baby. By that time, no, my papa I establishing responsibilities every saying papa needs to work after say school fees not the burden, in so the school fees burden. Maintenance of every 2 weeks and another 3 weeks. Those rules has been already laid down for you. You understand?
And you say you're saying you can't contain those rules.
Me can't mean to continue.
Interceptions now can any date.
Say akwanina. Say I'm man ya for a while into account.
Okay.
You understand? But say be everyone's akwanuswa. What maybe I'll be my girlfriend already be 2 years.
Some of our viewers don't really speak Tree, so let's mix it up a little.
The child is a baby, let's see,
toddler.
You are not coming to take the responsibility of being a guardian to the child, and then also ensuring that whatever that existed between your wife to be and then her ex is no more in existence. So how are you unless you have absolute trust in the lady.
You don't want to say monkey the way babu the chop.
It will feel happen that way.
Fine. That's the trust issue that you are having. Yeah, you see, that's the trust issue that you are having. But the whole thing is, the whole thing is, we are
I'm enjoying this conversation already.
When you meet someone who already has a daughter, or let's say a child, let me not use the gender, who already has a child, you've met a person who is capable of making her own decision, and 2, the child who is not capable of making her decisions or his decision. No, I'm saying is let's say you've met someone, you want to be with a person. It be the mommy way you say they feel. So it be the mommy way what Tiase give you. You say they feel the mommy, it be the mommy way what Tiase give you. But the child don't know. Baby, I know they never call nobody or be call. That's what I want to talk.
Okay, what if, pardon my language, what if you bring the child in and the child starts being a nuisance? What's incredible? They are not that young. Maybe they are 5 years, around 5 years, 5, 7 years, and then they are always making, bringing up problems for you. Papa, see that, then tell somebody to feel. Are you going to be okay with that?
So I mean, I don't know, but in choosing a partner,
you wouldn't know how the child is. Exactly. No, maybe you know your wife, the woman you want to settle down with, but how well do you know the child?
Fine. In choosing a partner, I will consider a whole lot of stuff. The child won't go see in Poppy. Something where in Poppy will feel do give the child. Mean to me. Then you, the woman I'm waiting, also my crown. Now be issue between like the two of us. It doesn't make sense. I don't know so yes.
The lady is saying that.
Yes. Also, then it becomes an issue between me and you are. It doesn't make sense. So when you are when you are meeting with someone like that,
this thing you are saying, then it means you have to have this conversation with this the woman before you even try to even settle down with her.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying
it's a conversation that has to be hard. Sake of you have to talk to the lady if she still has a bond or has an arrangement with the baby daddy, as in does the baby daddy take responsibility for the child or not the child what I say, and answer she's no more in contact with her.
Sure.
What I say. Sure. But in a case where they are no more in contact, so she's told you that you get married and then all of a sudden the guy surfaces, he's coming into your life. How are you going to deal with that?
That one then I don't go explain plenty. I know what you are saying.
You know what you are saying?
No, there will be boundaries. No, not for my wife. There will be boundaries.
People right now realize that complications.
No, there's a lot of complications. That's why I'm asking you. I want to stay neutral as possible, but there are still questions I was to be asking.
There will be boundaries.
When it comes to
there will be boundaries. Me, I've known and I've heard like marriages and relationships that have broken. The lady doesn't have a child, but it has broken because the ex came in. That one too late.
So the point.
So when you're talking about these issues and these problems,
starting the match 0-0
is on the fair ground.
But starting with the handicap,
1-0. But Liverpool, Barcelona, home and away, it started 3-0. And then Liverpool share 4-0 at the qualifier.
So my point is.
Into the way she already has a child. Into
children.
So so what if you guys have settled down? Now you've had children with her, children of your own with her, and now she starts springing up issues like, as you give more attention to your children, your biological children more than you do to. How are you going to take that? How are you going to relate when that happens?
That one day go up in because
how is it going to happen?
Her coming into the relationship, she's going to make me realize, the child is very important. Like the child that she's bringing in the relationship go be VVIP. So make my mind for they give her then the kiddie. Into no the back. Na me metia say na me no rema. Probably make me dear back. Like it's a natural thing. I'm not going to say that
it's not natural. It's a choice. It's a decision you make.
No. Listen.
Because there are people who are taking care of other people's children. One will come out if you wouldn't see the difference between on and any. Ubu ako pe na ba no man say we open same chain. Yes, they open us and change more, but they are they like them, so they push them to do more.
But you see, I was about saying something. I won't deliberately love one and leave the other. But I'm trying to tell you, say, the kind of bonding man me and my kid go have from childbirth,
might be different.
It go make I go get close plus the kid. Say be or they are crying but they say they now they can or 12 years
then that's going to be unfair.
You're just going
to
be
the
a
child.
provider.
It's going to be unfair to the woman you're marrying.
You
You get it? It's going to be unfair because it's like from the start of the relationship or the marriage, you made her feel as if say you're going to be okay with it. The situation there, that you take the child in as your own, love and care for the child. But now because you had your own children, it's like you are going back on your word.
Oh no, I'm not saying that.
That is definitely
I'm not saying that.
No. You are saying it's a natural thing, so it means you feel that definitely you get to a point where you are going to start getting much attached or involved.
It depends. You see, it depends on but it depends on the length of the relationship before the child comes in. Let's say I meet you, you have a child, me then the relationship inside. After a year, we get married. Now woman Charlie, is that thing go happen. But me no one will not 5 years before say obel. And only there, nothing can separate like me then the love I will have.
What's the difference between the 1 year and the 5 years thing you're even saying? You want to say something.
So you know something? These things it's peculiar to who is in a relationship and how they will respond to whatever situation that they are facing. Okay. Just as me, I'm saying that people probably are not settled down for such. Somebody may settle down for the same relationship and it may be perfect for them.
Like myself.
It may be perfect for them. So you know something. Oh, that means
you say he can't. Also say can you.
They said can you? It may be perfect for you.
Okay, so well, you know, the thing is, you for you to even settle down for such a relationship, you weigh the possibilities or the possible outcomes that may occur in that kind of relationship.
Yeah.
So what we just mentioned that you were dwelling on too much is just a few of that.
Sure.
There are going to be problems, most definitely.
Definitely there will be problems. So you should be psychologically prepared that this kind of relationship comes along with such problems. You know.
Sure.
You know, there are families where the person bringing a child into the new relationship, they tend to have a kind of conflict where the children feel that their father is probably being biased towards the new wife or something. You know, so there are a lot of conflicts associated to these kind of relationships. So if you are settling down, you psychologically prepare yourself. So okay, I do with the meet my then at him. Me say meeting prepare me psychologically entering. The thing is, you know, like I said, some years back probably I would have said yes because I wouldn't mind. I feel like okay, love is
now you've seen things.
I've observed certain things and then I feel like maybe it's not meant for me.
You see, let's not be biased. Okay. The reason why I'm saying let's not be biased is I'm not saying that's the decision I'm going to dwell on for my future. But no.
I knew was it yes.
Oh, listen, that's what I said.
Let me go your mouth there.
That's what I said.
As now he wants to, as a person, you will be free.
Me person can say, the person can say, same as you meet someone who doesn't have a child, like a lady, as a guy, all about life. Problem intuition your be brave before you consider going into a long-term relationship with a person. It is practically the same as when you meet someone who has a child. You follow look at those things. You will not be Father Christmas.
You are talking about the cons of this kind of relationship. What you say, but you should also remember, say, the cons in a relationship where you are marrying somebody, another marrying someone who has a child is going to be more than, because I know aside your personal problems with a person, you're going to have personal other problems with a child. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
Have you
get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get you, but have you actually been close to someone like that before?
Let me tell you something.
No, have you been close
Because
to
now
someone like
the
that
problems
before?
are going it won't come from one
I will
angle.
not be able to answer that question. But let me tell you something.
No, I'm not saying dating. I'm not saying dating. I'm
Can
not saying dating. I'm saying, have you been actually close to someone like that
yeah,
before?
most definitely.
Close to someone like that before?
Yeah, a lady or a woman who has a child.
Nah.
Yeah, I have. So
I'm not having names are.
Let me
tell you something.
Let me say they are from a new swing to me from our born to church.
Let me tell you something.
As you all day, no, as you all day, as you all day. Say you can say yanka criteria sir. You better in choosing a lady for a long time. There are things we would say our viewers will be like, Charlie, these guys they are smart. They are actually pinpointing on the things where a guy for consider. They ain't here. It's because of experience. So I'm trying to tell you.
I'm say you've had experience with somebody who has a child that and you are getting married to the person and that's the day.
Like a lady like that, I've gotten close to one. And a lady like that, me experience.
Is the only one.
Is the only one.
Oh no, the only one. I'm just considering a sample space.
Is the only one.
One.
So one out of how many Born-1s do we have?
1 out of a million, bro.
So
one out of a billion.
Let me say something. Let me say something.
And the one I got close to me who BB for our viewers mean but they said they make us.
I know so better.
Oh, there be. They said no. As I the talk say.
If you do remember looking man,
as I the talk say me. If you say make her choose someone for a long-term relationship, you will not consider, and you will not it will be red flags for me, but it will be normal for a large number of people. They may be who on Pakone and then the subine like the way she they behave and the way she is now.
You know that the thing they say
like it's so peculiar and it's so unique and it's like it's so nice,
The thing they say
that's why
it's not a red flag.
I'm not saying it's a red
flag. It can't a red flag.
I'm not saying it's a red flag.
No,
I'm not saying
it's just a matter of preferences.
Let me just.
Oh, sure. That one day.
So, it's just a matter of preferences. When it comes to staying with or dating, settling down with a Born-1 or with somebody who has.
And then when you can be Born-1
who has kids. Okay, a kid or kids, probably. Let me tell you something. They are,
handicap.
know about that a bit. There are
OPPS.
There are instances where these baby daddy issues will be there. Yeah. The lady is expecting you to be a responsible man to take care of the child. When you settle down with her.
Yeah.
Okay. So imagine say you are settling down with a lady. The lady tells you, okay, don't do. I have a kid. But if you have no three, have no go school, and I have no school. You are a young man, you are settling down. Are you ready to even take care of the child to wherever you are supposed to take care of that child too? That is just one of the many problems.
Will you be willing, wholeheartedly willing to take care of the
some
child
people can do it
from infancy through school?
Some people can do it. That is one. That is just one. Two. Some of them also may come with their baby daddy issues.
Yeah.
The father would want to also be part of the child's life. Okay. And sometimes in the course of being part of the child's life, they start to interfere with your relationship. Okay. That is also one of the many problems.
Yeah, about
sometimes
a child who's of talking age, right? As to make her she does something wrong. And I try to punish her in a way. No, I can't tell the papa. Then the father comes to interfere. No, Becca, how are you going to manage that? Will you be
so? I'm just
it's like it's bound to happen.
Exactly.
That's making mine.
So those things are to happen. I'm not trying to only highlight on the disadvantages or probably
No,
the
that's not how it is.
possible bad stuff that may happen regarding such kind of
You get the
relationship.
experience.
But then
You
but
get the
then
experience.
Well, now
You don't get.
there are also
say
Fine,
you
you
more
the
buy,
experiencing
you
by
more buy in him show.
You the experiencing by
wait,
seeing they are fine.
let me
But you
let
the
me-
experience
let me-
like asking you the experience inside the
you
experience.
say you take for boni by you
Just say, Coco, but you.
See, the point that I'm trying to make here, I want us to be very critical here.
You're too raw.
I want us to be very critical here. You know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bring a picture to you where you analyze how the differences between settling down with somebody who doesn't have a child and settling down with somebody who, you know, has a child or has kids. You understand? Each of them, such kind of what can I say?
In this kind of
In this kind of relationships, no?
Yeah.
It comes with their own advantages and disadvantages.
Sure.
And trust me, they are not the same. One of them is, a friend is saying, the magnitude of one's disadvantage is way heavier than the other. So the point that I'm trying to make is, if you're a young guy, and you feel like, okay, problems with meeting Yamba. I'm not saying that it might be in the relationship book. Some of the problems that we've mentioned, it became bad. But some problems they meet me Yamba. I mean, what I say. But maybe I watch them. Probably I may not be able to settle for that.
You know, sometimes you talk about certain things before even the marriage comes, but you get into the marriage
and
then the best
My guy. So when I was making a point, I think I have to repeat myself. This will be the third time. I was saying, in any relationship that you feel that you want to go in a long term or for a long term, you have to consider certain things. I mean, the flaws, the green flags, the red flags, things that you feel when it comes. Probably from your partner. Say, "Bana obetini okra, ebo obosuma obetini." You see that thing. So Oshana say, oh, like Akrana drew. Yaman say, oh, you're infant. 1 year, 2 years. The home school fees in a boy. School fees be 7,000. Oh, Hena say, oh, salary it be 2,000. Child, what for good that relationship they talk say.
But why would you be taking 2,000 and then you marry and then you are taking your
so you babs.
There are schools that you can afford.
When you ask me the question, I answered say I would, but I'm not saying I am doing that. I said I would, and I'll consider certain factors, in the sense that all the points that you
know something. Give me one advantage of settling down with a Born-1 over settling down with somebody who doesn't have a child. I think that will really, it will bring the contrast.
Now we are talking mostly about the disadvantages and then the problems you're going to face. So what is an advantage of marrying somebody who already has a child?
I can bet you cannot tell me any of them. There is none.
Well, you already have experience. In taking care of children.
Experience that's in what?
Okay. No.
They take care of children.
So no, they already have the experience of taking care of a child. So
you classify that?
Oh, it's an advantage.
No. Listen. Listen. I mean.
The one who start treating about it is to me treating about
my guy, listen. When we talk about relationship, I don't think I should have I don't think I can have a very good answer for your question, because because say, or if I should ask you or anybody here, no, if I should ask you or anybody here that would you be with someone whose body counts, a female whose body count is no.
So would you be with
someone, a female whose body counts is over 10, or one whose body If I should ask you why, we reason out the man, it will not be substantial.
I don't know.
It's same as asking me that.
I didn't tell you substantial.
No, listen, because
I didn't tell you substantial. Why do you think it won't be substantial?
Because relationship.
No, why would you
relationship in your theory? it be practical thing.
Theory practical.
No,
no. And come counseling. Your mouth for penny people now
Oh, Charlie.
apply.
Nah, let's see.
No.
Now, have you asked
For the
asked
best
those-
of relationship, I say, I worry, I say, read the Bible. It's taught. This man make a joke.
Have you asked those who are already in marriage? Let me not talk about dating. Who are already in marriage? Say your theory and your practical.
Of course, it's
You
practical.
miss them.
But you learn something. Like how the books no matter draw for a successful marriage. One. I know headache.
No, then they
After no matter about marriage, you know how to have a good marriage.
Then they won't make you see.
You learn the theory, then you
Nah.
apply.
Bro, listen.
Apply.
Then they won't make you see or know those things, so that when you get into the relationship, it becomes something more of a practical thing for you. So wouldn't you believe, say, wouldn't you believe, say, the qualities that a single lady will possess for you to be with her, or for you to consider being with her, a lady who already has a child can possess the same qualities. They can. So question now will be
But body counts now, I said the answer I'm going to give you is not substantial. I want you to withdraw it.
I can't withdraw it.
But I can tell you reasons why it will be substantial.
Nah, equally.
Mama, if you go and marry some, no. I just
Yeah.
want him to know, say, way up,
That's not.
it is way off.
It's
You
not way
shouldn't-
off.
It's way
It's
off.
no way off.
Because you are telling me, say, you are
Andy.
no. You are saying that if Sememe Kowari who has a body count more than 10, now reason I'm substantial. I can give you substantial reasons.
Bro,
One,
I'm saying
that is not what we are discussing.
no. If you want to
Yeah,
make an
fine,
example
don't
or
jump
draw
from another
comparisons, if you want to
No.
make comparisons, don't use that one.
Okay.
So use a different one.
I withdraw my
Hey,
statement. Okay, I
that will be
No,
body count
for
over
the
10.
benefit of
Skills
what we are
better.
discussing, so I will withdraw my statement.
Better.
But
You
not
know.
backstage, you know where come.
No.
Oh,
That
no,
comparison you can't even
I'm
draw.
trying to say,
You can't draw.
Andy, to answer your
You can't draw that
question,
comparison.
I'm trying to say that as a lady who doesn't have a child can possess certain qualities for a guy to be interested in, to consider in having a long-term relationship with. Same as a lady who has a child can also possess
So here,
that same
the
qualities.
problem here is not with
quality
the
of
woman,
person.
no. The quality of the
No, it's
person,
with
no.
what?
It's with the child that is coming into the
Having a
marriage.
relationship with somebody.
Nah,
Because now the child is
nah, it be
the
child
one who is going to bring all the the problems you are talking about. Because if baby daddy issues are going to be coming, it's because of the child, not because of the woman.
If there is a
What
possibility
if
of
there's
potential,
if there's a
potential mistrust, it's because of the child.
because of the child, because everything that is going to happen, it will go through the child. If the baby daddy is coming into your marriage, it's because of the child. That is the only reason why. That is the only reason why the lady or the guy who's the baby daddy will like find an advantage to come into the marriage.
But you see, Andy, I don't know, but fine.
You know,
this relationship thing, it be confusing at times. No,
Bro, I know.
what you guys they talk, it be true, like it be real.
Why you dey talk
Where
to
it
me?
happen? What are they talk to? It be true, it be real. Way
But I mean, usually they say
there are
there's
certain reasons.
love
There are
conquers
certain
all.
reasons I don't
Love
want to.
conquers all. Me just say
Nah,
Ghana.
could you listen?
Love can conquer in Ghana.
Okay, listen. There are
No.
certain reasons I don't want to
See,
bring it.
Mitchell,
I don't want to bring it up. One.
Bring it up,
No,
we have
a
the
reason
conversation. You don't
can
want
be
to
like
bring it.
a reason can be like for guys like us.
Mhm.
Let's say we are in a relationship with someone.
Mhm. Yeah, I need someone.
Okay,
Yeah,
I will
no,
say
friends.
individually.
Because you
I've known
need
you
to
guys
be
for a
with
while
your
now,
Yeah.
and I know when you're out of a relationship, you move on, right? You move on.
Yeah, we do.
Do you go back?
It depends.
It depends, sir. Obi Oha.
Yes.
Obi
Depends
Oha.
on that.
Yeah, it depends. Obi Oha. You see, Obi
Why they
Oha.
come with
Hello.
Obi
The money
Oha.
high.
You see, Obi
Hello.
Oha. What like when you be going into a relationship about Abem, you know that if he's out of the relationship, he's out. He will there far. Go fit take care of the child. Small time you will see the child. Maybe once in a while, or the child will fit come. they can't do holidays. There's some relationship that
Of
people
course.
people
Because
move out
that's
of the
why we're
relationship
saying
with
there are going to be
mutual
times
understanding.
where-
So that's what I'm trying to say. There are reasons for it to be safe and safer. Let me use safer. And there are certain reasons for it to be also
You are
bad,
ready to take that
very
chance.
bad. Oh, Charlie,
You need to take that chance.
you've known me for a longer time. You for know.
So what if you go and it backfires? How are you going to treat the whole situation? Are you going to leave the marriage?
Big bad fire.
So let me ask you something. Let me say something.
Una utu akwetana mama no papa nche.
Meko, say backfire.
Let me say something.
Enti uji aware.
Meko.
Uji aware. Do kwa kwa ede.
Meko tina.
Da akwetana wa. Is that what are you even saying?
So
How can you tell me this?
So,
How can
I mean, having a decision that you able to settle with somebody who has a child, it's fine. Me, I'm not against it.
Everybody
maybe
then a preference.
I wish
So
I could have that courage to do that. What you want to
it
do.
takes boldness, man.
No, I wish I could have that.
Real men can do
Let
that.
me.
We are the fake men. Need to be.
I know they say wrong.
You know you are the fake man. No men can say I'm just.
What do you think anyway?
What do you think?
Me, there personally, I tried to stay neutral, but I've been biased a little. Because I feel I can't honestly, because I don't want the situation where because the singular relationship between you and then the woman self cry no, it easy it not be easy. It not be easy cry. Now a child's matter is coming into it. But I said that alone is going to bring a lot of trouble. Because there are times you're going to have problems with a woman. Now because the very moment you start having issues with the woman, your wife, you might not be able to, dissociate the child from it. When the wife no issue it will affect the child.
Okay.
All these things are going to be problems.
Okay.
What I say. And then me personally knowing myself, I wouldn't be comfortable to know that I have a child with someone, the person is married to someone else, and then the child is being mistreated by the person.
Okay.
So many a bit to I wouldn't want to mistreat someone's child. So because of that, I wouldn't even go into it.
Okay.
At all. Because
Before I ask this question,
to be answering if
it will be a hard
one.
It will be a hard nut to crack, but I made the hammer better. But make us this question. What I say. What I say. Make us this question. So, let's say, Andy, you are having a child. Would you want to be in a new relationship with someone?
Sincerely, I don't want to have a child.
No.
Living with a woman.
Come again.
Sincerely, me. If I'm having a child,
it's not probably we are virgins.
No, listen. Should you go into a relationship, have a child with someone?
This guy wants to be
someone where the woman mess up, like you don't want to leave the relationship, cry, you don't want to move out, like
I agree. In as much as I agree that what you are saying is possible, it can happen.
So my question. But so what the call new relationship? Okwa for baba na obi oye single and na
say obi oye single only
but you see, make we talk as men, because if you date a relationship with somebody where the lady they take care of your child, now who say enkoye or bani side, you know, we sit down.
You know how you
feel. Thank you. Into you now the relationship
no. It will depend, because me personally, the way I think,
Charlie,
I feel it won't happen. But if it happens,
that is why
I'd rather take the child to my family house.
Either my grandmother.
Then go there in another relationship.
What I say, or better
then go
still,
there in another relationship.
If I have,
of course,
if I want
now we are moving on.
Not all year or la. What do bani dinner defense? Firstborn.
Understand, remember?
Thank you.
it's my child.
So you see.
Me well, last me well.
Me real.
Me so go council me so me ba. Inti me real me ba. Inti me mama.
Inti equally no. Same as say free say bar. You would have the edge. You have the affection to be in a relationship with someone. It be the same thing. Apparently,
I don't get it.
You know, it's not bad to settle with somebody who has a child who, if you can, as a man.
Now, don't you think you go into a relationship with a child?
Me,
it doesn't come
man,
with
if I have a
its
child,
own disadvantages.
Me as a man, if I have a child,
Of course, it has.
and then I want to go in a relationship. Probably I want to still settle down with somebody else.
Yeah.
And I want to go into a relationship. Somebody who is coming for me should be prepared to settle down with me. The person should be psychologically, emotionally, spiritually balanced.
Now, me prepared.
So I make us say, no, I can't really have that. You know, I may not probably be well prepared for that kind of problems. So I wouldn't go for it.
So
but it's not bad to go for it. So that is what I'm saying.
So your question that you asked me, can you take it back?
I'm not taking it back.
What are the advantages?
What
So you
advantage?
have
Can
to
you
take
mention
it
one? I mean, after trying to, say you try to explain it, and then it made sense. I was saying there, you being in a relationship with somebody who is single, like who doesn't have a child, and you being in a relationship with somebody who has a child, probably kids. What advantage? Give me just an advantage of being in that relationship over being in a relationship that is with a person
void of a child
who doesn't have a child.
Yeah.
That was what I was trying to ask, and I was trying to ask that because I wanted you to know that both relationships are not equal. One of them comes with, its own trouble. Like,
So what if you're on
the severity of one trouble is
it's higher than the other.
That's what I wanted to say.
So what?
That's what I was also trying to explain to you.
You are on the other side of the table.
Just as I am.
I wouldn't want to.
Can you tell me the advantage of it?
Just that
the advantage the lady is going to get.
No, that one there. You have to ask the lady. The advantage she sees that she wants to marry me. Because if you're not she doesn't care about my child. That's why I'm telling you that I wouldn't want to take my child to marriage.
That is it.
I wouldn't. In the first place, I won't allow that to happen. But if it happens, I wouldn't want to take my child to the marriage. Unless I know the lady say, "Yeah, okay, but look, I'm heading far. The man is going to my family house."
I said something earlier that I would consider certain factors, but I think earlier this year I did some research and I actually hosted a program to talk about marriage and love. And let me just chip this in. When you go in a relationship with reasons to be with someone, that's love. I'm trying to be a little bit biblical. It develops an expectation. You get it? And when there's an expectation, there'll be disappointment. And probably when there's disappointment, you just have to walk out.
So you have to go into a relationship with
no expectation.
If the say today, as we talk,
that should
I wouldn't say something that this is the advantage I'm going to get from the person because Obia Nyepe. And also everybody, no. Every female that I'm going to meet, like if I should meet Ajwa or if I should meet Ama or if I should meet Ekia, Obia the baby fofo, like bibi in her own way. In Tiano na me humashe. Me nkase se oye juma probably maybe for certain things sake I can say someone settle for a poor lady. Oh yeah, that one day I know we settle for.
You see, so it's something that you're looking at not to.
No. I know we settle for, but say a Kuyaba.
So what if a poor lady not answer a Born-1?
We say I'm not going to settle. What's the
sounds super Born-1. Now we say be a poor lady that Born-1 I can cancel that.
I know go settle. I know we settle for. What's the bond said they come.
I know it's Born-1 that though. No. That person tries all kinds of
No.
Say off. You are showing as if say. So what if you fall in love with somebody who is poor? Not sounds your Born-1.
See that. Always. Now don't say Odomele, baby, I not do you that.
Let me tell you something.
Now,
Yes,
you know what I'm trying to say.
I get to the point you make. Everybody is special in their own unique way. I mean,
Intimate pinpoint to say, oh,
I'm not talking about the person that you are.
Now,
You are going. Let me finish this. Let me finish
Cake,
this.
I say, girl, neighbor, girl, Obu, who say, Bemani was scar. Now, so what my 6 across. Still now, she will choose to be with the person,
and it's true. Let me say
it's very true.
Let me say.
But I'm the end the low key, me to me because it's misses anytime.
Who to me mechanical? We have no conversations with me mechanical. You expect us to tell you what we are telling you, but you are holding out.
Maybe
Let me say. Honestly,
A turn of say, so you're telling your
turn
turn
off
of
my
your
viewers.
tell you a turn of for the viewers. Are they? Do you think any of my viewers are interested in that?
Do you know?
So the point that I'm making here, I'm not talking about personalities. Okay, I'm not talking about the
are they? He's
individual
expatiating to.
That's not what I'm talking about.
That's talking
I'm
about
talking
the child
the
in
kind,
marriage.
you know, the kind of relationship that you are having. Okay, supposing say,
I will 6
no, yeah.
You go
Supposing say,
too good.
The good. Oh, make a good. The point that I'm making is, you can have 2 women in your life. One of them is void of a child.
Yeah.
The other is otherwise. One of them, they all have good qualities. Okay, that you probably search in a woman.
Yeah.
Who would you choose?
Never supposing say
You have.
What he's saying is that
come again,
you have 2 ladies. One of them is void of a child. One has a child. They all have good qualities you want. Who are you going to choose?
My family be no share to muta.
Hey, Jamai.
That's why me. I will let you lie. You are my friend. I know you don't lie. So don't lie and answer the question.
Oh no.
Because now you are going to
This
swear
one
you
be
are
mass.
under oath.
No.
You are under oath. Answer
This
the
one,
question.
it just be mass.
Now
Forget saying you don't take your eye. You don't take your eye.
Okay, never. Uko crew. Now say, yeah.
The man ambiguous analogy. Ugo crew.
Okay, I'm not going to talk.
So the point that I'm making, no.
I will choose the one way I feel I will choose.
They both have the same qualities. This one has 10K in their account. The other one has 10K in their account.
Rich.
10K.
Bia was
10K.
Bia said they open and said they open.
Me preference.
Let me say Kala na pen omunyina ho fe ye pe. Bia wo ni sika pepepe. That way wo ba we ni ba na be ware no. Who are you going to choose?
Send them. Situation with the matum. Situation with the matum. Mean choose about chema.
Now,
I'm choose about.
It's no super why you mean.
It's all kind of no. I see the talking. First say Ebia one be quick tempered, one will be. Na me who say Ebia non so share na.
So when you know Suba here, haven't you met 2 ladies who have the same like omunyina like Suba here when did you
trust me like for real, I've not understood it 2 people before. It be one. He say the one.
No.
He say the one. He cast.
You study the one. Finish. You put time for war.
How?
Yeah. You make a finish.
You dey cook the food that you outside the fridge.
You put You dey
this one I say I'm going to go. That is why
you stop for all the time.
Me, I don't want to talk anything to you.
You study the one finish. You put for side. You study another
like
one.
Mathematics.
You study another one too. You see, then get the same.
So which one will study first? I will pick the one who study first. So which one will study first?
So you study the
make
one
you take the one
you study with the one way you do born. You know born. Where you go mix. The one way you study where
no, you study the one way you born.
You born first.
Where you go meet one way you no born.
I will take the one way you born. That be the one study first.
Before born the man, you sure see
that be the one study first.
That be the one you choose.
That be the one study first.
And I'll go about Convo.
So the point that I was trying to make with this analogy.
Listen.
Let me finish. The point that I was trying to make with this.
But you asked me a question. I wanted to answer. Oh, like for real.
Answer.
So
I thought you
let me
answered.
let me also
No,
come,
so
let me also come.
let him finish his. Let him
No,
finish
let
with
me
the
also come
questions.
clean with this thing. Aside everything in the question that you're answering me, like you're asking me, I'm not playing like you are putting me in a tight corner. What I'm trying to make you understand is, me, if I meet lady way, Born-1, where they feel am, there's no way ask me the hand day, I will left am then go study somewhere way Born-1. And found say, oh yeah, angel.
Do you have exes?
X. I don't get X.
You don't get X.
I don't get X.
Okay.
I don't get X.
Okay, then me cannot continue the person.
No. This me, I can't sit here for him to lie. You don't have exes.
Who is an X?
Somebody you dated before and then they don't work out and you broke it off.
We dated and
You are coming to ask me who is an ex.
So
No. I've explained to him. So how to have people like that in your life?
Okay.
Don't you have someone like that or people like that in your life? People you've dated, it didn't go well, or you realize that you guys are compatible and you broke it off.
So why do you think why do you
mean
think
now if you say it be different?
Masa.
Differences, what be the differences?
Okay, yeah.
What
One
different?
fan than for I said, oh yeah, I want to say we're moving on.
That will be what?
Oh, but I do. You can ask your
place
question. No. I do. You can ask your question.
Okay, I wanted to ask another question. So here's the case: you meet a lady who has a child. You are so much in love with her. You send it to your parents, and your parents are like, they don't agree to it for you to marry her.
Can also happen.
Would you say that because you love her that much, she has all the qualities you want, you still go ahead and marry her? Just aside your parents telling you that, because they will vividly tell you, they are vividly telling you that because she has a child, they are not going to be comfortable with you marrying her. So they are telling you that they don't want you to marry her. Would you still go ahead and marry her? They will give you reasons. Some of the reasons we are telling you, one almost with the head, they are definitely only answer change, and they are going to tell you much more. Be there, you feel that we are on your level today.
Oh yeah.
We used to go ahead and marry her.
No, I'm not going to do that.
But
because before I will take any lady go see my parents, I will make sure she fits
the criteria
where me my parents make her know. There are certain things that your parents know will tell you.
What
no,
if
there are
your
certain
parents
things
make
parents
you know this
will tell
criteria where you to the criteria they want, you know, be that one you want?
Nah, be criteria in choosing the woman. No. It be
no.
The demeanor, the person,
that be
the
what
impression,
that be what are they talk.
Oh, but
they get their criteria. Where you get your own criteria.
No, and there's all Monday.
And then Brony no any patching the bini.
Thank you. Omeje.
No. That's not can.
If you take American go the house where she no. If you take American go the house where she born to, then we take. But if you take Ghanaian go the house where she born,
who told you they will take?
They will take.
Oga minimum oga. What you?
Oga for what?
Oga all this. What have a video? You post them and make you see. Like I say. It's a specific you
like to lie.
But what you are saying is very important. You know, if my parents says no to that.
But let's be honest.
I'm trying
parents
to
would object to this.
Yes, most parents would
because
do that.
Of
but you see
before they've seen it. They've seen how people,
I think
especially
if
parents
you are taking your lady or your partner to see your parents, it's more of a form of like going to convince your parents. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
It's not really convincing. If you will have to convince your parents to accept a lady, then that means.
The reason why I'm saying this is
I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
The reason why I'm saying this, regardless of she being Born-1 or she not being, but all parents in share girl on that. Maybe I'm not a girl, so my friends.
So you are not the ones going to convince your parents, though. Your parents will see for themselves. Because if they see any panic yet, then you are trying to convince them any panic.
I figure say you for convince them like in a way of if you want to settle
it's on the lady to prove to them that you're worth.
Not the convincing.
No. So you are not the one going to convince your parents. You said
that
you have to convince your parents. And you are not the ones. You back.
So you will let them make you go disgrace in body for them. Thank you.
So we'll not be
That is
confusing.
practically
So
what you're
you
going
coaching her, is it that you are going to coach her
No,
to
I
act
coach
some
you,
way
but-
for
oh,
the
nah,
person to
nah,
accept
nah,
her?
that one day. Now me come settle.
To coaching me.
Me come settle.
So what is the coaching you're talking
Charlie.
about?
Coaching the crowd.
Me, I feel that the person should even go as the person
Person
is.
is.
Let them see
See how
her
the
for
person
what
is.
she is.
I think that is
But
reasonable.
most people will just go and then ask her maybe. As if we are getting off topic. That it is inside. So you've answered the question. If we decide to talk about this, we are going to go on and on. We've spent closely, I don't know the time, but maybe over 40 minutes now. I think you said your piece, you also said your piece. Do you have any last words before we wrap up and then sign off?
Please.
Advise people who want to, okay, you said no. So advise people who want to go and marry.
The note that I said, I beg,
1-0.
it be my own destiny. But all the shorties way them day there, WhatsApp people inside way, you be one way they feel me, please so that you can feel free then holla me. Me, I love you.
I can see. Yeah, you
Okay,
too.
so I said yes, no they mean say I dey spoil my chances, give the single ladies or the ladies.
Hey, now you people, you be the one to marketing for here. Hey, at this point there, you collect my hands.
Bro.
Nah, you said you it's like it's very true. If I should find myself being in a relationship with a lady who doesn't have a child, I mean, it's good. If I
Of
should
course,
find myself
of course, we know that
in-
it's not
on
like
the-
you are
on the
saying
other
that
side.
you strictly want
No,
somebody.
no,
who
it's
has a
not.
child,
It's,
Abi.
yeah, but I'm
Abi,
trying to say,
yeah.
I'm trying to say, like my so and so, my so and so.
In so many
I
something
think
was
they may have
small.
a trade the mood do. Inti, I should not me worry.
So my father just my father will be on Bakuda.
Man, can't my father will be over.
What's once?
Ah, you're like one hour guy.
I don't no, me
No,
say,
but
me
some
say,
people, they don't really
I've been,
understand it,
I've
so
been
I have to-
very close with a lady.
Then so they don't ask why. And then some they don't ask why.
Okay.
So you know be
The way
We
you
are
are
still
saying my
close.
friends was as one.
No, we are still close.
Getting close to somebody is not you being in the middle of the situation, my friend. So you there talk your last words. Don't tell me there's one sign. You know swear anything. To us, you don't ask why. But you know honest why.
My soul. You guys, they don't know.
So don't. So say it as it is. So say it like me who say why you be that. Like you
So
going in there
Now,
before.
I want to say my date be that. What's the be worry be that?
Mumanka said, is that what I said? Me say, have you been in a karaoke? We are going to play back. Everybody will see.
Make a carry.
So also,
Aye. So what I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to say is, I mean, it's not a bad thing to do. Yes, and it's not a bad thing to
people
try.
say it's a bad
And
thing.
it's not.
Nobody's saying it's a bad
I'm
thing.
advising. I beg. I'm advising. We've talked about a lot of disadvantages about it, and I mean, I was asked to give an advantage. Obiane ne ho. Obi a wo share there the opposite wo hu no. Eno na be hu me so me share there and the opposite me hu e be ma gear towards to considering having a long-term relationship. Maybe that's I will see. So Charlie, that one the Obiane ne ho. But I know they mean say the single girls where you did my WhatsApp inside, you know. And chance they are.
I what? Like they say, opinions are like noses. As you see, as everybody gets your own nose. And everybody gets in preferences. So you meet somebody where the person will get child, then you be like they love the person. I mean, go for it. If you meet somebody who has a child and then you love the person, go for it. I mean, you should be ready to face what's to come. I think that's it for today, and then we thank you for tuning into the Get Down podcast right here with my boys, Nanabuachi Dusty, and then Tonto, and you know the face, you know the name, is always DJ K. Now, before we go, remember to subscribe to the channel if you are new here, and then you are watching us for the first time, and also remember to like this video, share, because we are interacting, and then we are learning. So until next time, and then also remember, before I sign off, remember to follow us at DJ K Studios on Instagram, TikTok, and then on Twitter. And until next time, like I always say, pursue, overtake, and recover. When you've been so, see ya.